Hi everybody, welcome back. As promised, here we are doing the part 2 of my art haul. If you missed part 1, I'll link it in the description down below. Welcome. It's Daniel Smith Day. I've never used Daniel Smith paints before, so I'm really excited to dive into those. The sets we're trying out today are the Master Art set, the Primatech set, the Green with Envy set, and the Warm It Up set. So first up we have Rhodonite Genuine, and I did look at the light fastness of these colors, and most of them were really good and about the same, so I didn't actually add it to the card this time because it's pretty much the same all across the board. I don't think I have anything in here that is terribly fugitive, but I can be corrected. I have no problem with people chiming in the comments, because some of you guys are long-time Daniel Smith fans and know a lot more than I do about these paints. I am just trying them out for the first time. That's really pretty. All right. Now, let's see. I'm gonna... Did I write these correctly or type them in Piemontite? Now I'm tempted to look at the box. Did I print this correctly? My goodness. I did. Thank you for waiting for me. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Okay, right off the bat, I love it. I haven't even put the wash in yet. I love that color. That's amazing. Okay. I'm going to be looking at these plus the other new paints that I got from Winsor & Newton. That's in the other video. And creating a new, like, most used palette for 2025. Gosh, that's one of my favorites right off the bat. There we go. All right, Organic Vermilion. This is a bit more orangey, it looks like, than my Vermilion from Deep Deep Light. This is a bit more chunky on the brush too. I'm gonna use a lot more water. Like that was a lot of pigment really fast. It just glued on there. Okay. Oop, too much water. I'm not one to use really bright colors like these too often, but every now and then, when you just need a punch, of color in something. It's really vivid. My goodness. I'm glad to have it. That is very bright though. Whew. All right. Reiko again with another name. I'm just gonna say burnt orange. You can read. It's right there. Oh, I'm not even gonna try. I give up. 4 colors in, guys. 4 colors. And I give up on names. If I have any feedback for Daniel Smith, it's simpler names. Okay. And now that I've given you a bad time on names, I love this color as well. I've been looking for like a burnt sienna or burnt orange that was this vivid and this, like it looks like it can be fairly opaque. I've been looking for a while. And that might be it. Because I used to paint with acrylic ink for years. And the transparent burnt sienna ink that I had was very vivid. It looked like it was glowing. And I haven't really found that in a watercolor. That's the closest that I've found. Right there. That's definitely going in. Okay. I'm going to assume this is Pyrrole orange. Oh, this is just this orange. If you took like a red orange crayon, I always compare it to crayons apparently. I spend a lot of time with crayons. Being an elementary school art teacher. Crayons every day. And that is red orange right there. That was a red orange crayon. It's really interesting the difference between the mass tone and the wash. And just the vividness. And it gets a lot more pink when it's washed out. Alright, now we have India yellow. That's also really pretty. I'm so glad I get to try these out now. Like, I've heard a lot about Daniel Smith. And now I know why. And that would be Kiwi, my parakeet in the background. Apparently she wants to tell you more about Daniel Smith. She lives in my studio. She's my studio buddy. Because I also have 2 cats and they are not allowed in here. If you want to see them, I have a YouTube short of them invading my studio. That's Nargles and Dusty. And not only do I just not want their hair in here, Dusty will definitely go for the bird. he has shown a lot of interest. I don't think my other cat would, Nargles. But Dusty would definitely eat kiwi. There we go. That's pretty. I think I have French ochres that I am more happy with than this one. It's not bad, but it's not my favorite. I think I would probably prefer a gallows to the Daniel Smith version. All right, so undersea green. I've heard a lot about undersea green. So let's try that out. I got the Green with Envy set because I love greens. I cannot get enough greens. Ooh, look at this. That is a beautiful green. I'm gonna get a little more pigment, see if this granulates a little more. That's very pretty. Oh, interesting. Over here, this is becoming more red than what it originally looked like. That might change my mind on it a little more. I thought it was going to be a little more on the brown side of things, but it is not. All right, that's our first row. Into the second row. Serpentine Genuine. Looks like a kind of a sap green. Apologize for all the extra noises if you can hear them. There are lots of people passing in their cars right outside my window at the moment. It's a Saturday afternoon as I'm painting this. And everybody's going out to have fun. I like that color. Okay, of course it's green. There are greens that I do not like, usually toward the more blue end. If they're very vivid and very blue leaning, I tend not to like them as much. This one as well. This is green. Is it Appetite? Really? Genuine? And by the way, I'm swatching this on Arch's watercolor paper. It's cold press. Cascade Green. Yeah, that one's definitely not set yet. Yep, this is more of one of those greens I was talking about that I tend not to like as much. I like using them for mixing occasionally, but straight out of the tube, I don't really use them. unless it's like really dark, like dark forest green. All right, jadeite. Oh, jadeite. Jadeite. I'm just gonna say jadeite. Green, genuine. Okay. Ooh. It's very dark, which is helpful. Because I know watercolors are typically known for being very light. You let the paper shine through, and that's kind of watercolor's thing. I really like adding some depth with some really rich darks. Alright, we'll see how that one dries. We got phthalo green. Yeah. These greens that I typically wouldn't see just in the natural world. Don't really appeal to me as much. But it might be your thing, and that's totally okay. Look at that separating out. Interesting. That's a really interesting texture. That might persuade me to use it a little bit more. All right, cobalt teal blue. Just got a little more in there. It's really nice. Got manganese blue hue. That's really pretty. I don't really have a color like this. A really nice sky. All right, and then we have cobalt blue. Alright, there are our first 2 rows. What I'm going to do is move the paper and shift this a little bit so we can see our next 2. Okay, let's get into our darker blues. Let's go for Prussian blue. Very pretty. That one will probably go into my 2025 palette. It's a beautiful blue. Okay, Mayan Blue Genuine. Oh yes, I was interested in this one from what I saw on the box. I don't know exactly what I would use this for off the top of my head, but I know I'm going to use it. Okay. Now we have some of the purples. Like I said in the last video, I don't have many that are light fast. So I'm interested to try these out. I like that one a lot. Very pretty. And if you guys have used these, and like I know I said earlier that I looked at the light fast ratings and they look to be fairly decent. But if you have experience with these, or you did like a light fast test with them and you found some inconsistencies, I'm definitely interested in knowing that. Please let me know in the comments. Okay, Amethyst Genuine. That one's been sitting a little bit with some water and it did not re-wet very well. There we go. Had to poke into it a little bit. I really like that color as well. I feel like I'm super repetitive. These are all very nice paints. It's like, that's pretty, that's pretty. And I'm not terribly surprised because so many people love these paints. I'm glad I have them. Alright, Transparent Red Oxide. Yeah, these natural colors, these neutrals and browns, I'm probably going to add. That's amazing. All right, transparent brown oxide. Just checking my camera. My camera likes to do this thing where after 30 minutes it falls asleep. And then I'll just be talking to you guys about paint and I'll look up and it's a black screen and I don't know where it left off. So far we're okay. Alright, burnt umber. I'm really excited to use these in like an actual painting. These look fantastic. Oh my gosh, undersea green. Look what that did. Oh, it's off screen for you now. I'm going to have it all in view for you as soon as we're done. And then my plan is to update my blog on my website and have some PDFs for you to download so you can have a better look at these once the swatch card is done. And so that was a frustration for me, like either looking through videos and trying to get an understanding of what these actually look like in person, and either the lighting isn't great in the video or it's just not close enough, like it's not zoomed in enough. So as soon as I do have that ready, I'll put it in the description below. And then what I'll probably also do is just make a community post that it's ready. Alright, hematite genuine. It's our last row. Interesting. This reminds me of Roman Black Earth from A Gallo. Not quite as chunky as like a Mars Black. Well, maybe. Look at that. Alright, my apologies. My SD card decided it was full and I didn't notice it right away. But it happened somewhere along here with the last three colors, I believe. So we have hematite, genuine, sepia, and Van Dyke brown. I love all three of them. Of course I do. I love most of these. Well, I would love to know what your favorites are I know there's a ton more from Daniel Smith that I don't have here, but I'd love to know your recommendations or what to steer away from Daniel Smith. Thank you guys for watching, and those of you that were watching last week from the first part of my art haul with Winsor & Newton. Thank you guys for your comments. To say I was in shock is an understatement. Like, you guys are very passionate about your paints. There were a lot more people watching, which was amazing. And it was just genuinely really nice to just talk paints with people that know more than I do about these. So thank you again. And as soon as these are ready to go on the blog and their PDFs ready, I'll let you know. And of course, if you like the video and subscribe and you're sharing it, that really does help out my channel and myself. But have an amazing week wherever you are, and take care. Bye.